Hi, I'm Oscar Morales. I'm the Poet Laureate of Madison for the last 3 years, and I'm starting my last year as Poet Laureate. And tonight I bring my little brother, Fabian Alamia, who's in the Big Brother program. We've been together for 5 years, and he's taught me way more than I could ever teach anybody else. He's kind and thoughtful, and we're going to do a little better in school. But today we have a young man that I met at the Moth Storytelling, and he's going to share a story. So we have Charles E. Payne from UW Health sharing a story.
Thank you.
Now imagine, you just moved to Madison, you're nearly naked and fast asleep when you're awakened by your mother-in-law yelling, "Your car's floating down the street." On a rainy night in Madison, 2 weeks after you just moved into a rental house that you don't want to afford in a nice community they call the Village, within minutes, you notice a grown man running down the flooded streets holding his infant son over his head, screaming, "Get out of the house before the water takes it." You take a look downstairs to find water pouring out of your windows. You try to save what you can, but you're not fast enough to save much. You freeze, wanting someone to come save you, only to be startled by your phone buzzing out of control because your legal partner is live tweeting everything that's happening. Beep. What do you do when your car is floating down the street? Beep. What do you do if there's water coming in your front door? You take the Bible floating past your face as a bad omen. Immediately you begin to think to yourself, how am I going to save my mother-in-law, Miss Charlotte, a top-heavy woman with very tiny feet? Those baby feet would never be able to kick her to safety. Immediately you phone a friend because Patrick, who you affectionately call Grandpa, always knows what to do. Quickly, Grandpa asks, "Did you cut the power off?" "Yes, the power's off." "Did you cut the gas off?" "No, we don't have a gas stove." Do you have a concrete foundation?" "Yes." "Good, then your foundation can hold." "Can you get to the roof if the water gets any higher?" "No. We don't have a ladder that's high enough." "Is there something you can put your mother-in-law on to remove her from the house?" "Yes, I think." I grab the antique dining room table from our living room and start to make a raft. Miss Charlotte screams at me, "Boy, that ain't gonna float." And the whole family stops and hysterically laughs at you, because in that moment you realize not all wood can float. So you give up on that idea, and you eye Miss Charlotte's favorite piece of furniture, a fake wood entertainment center from IKEA, and you prepare for battle. Miss Charlotte looks at you like she might kill you, because that's her favorite piece of furniture, and it's the only thing she had left from the move. She loves the entertainment center more than she loves you. But I don't care. I don't have a choice. I need to save this woman like Leo saved Kate in the Titanic, because I know in my marriage, my mother-in-law comes first, then it's what my wife wants, and then it's me. And if I can't save this woman, I'm single. So I conserve my energy and wait out the storm. A memory then floods my mind while I wait. I'm 4. My father throws me in the deep end of the pool before I can swim. And for 2 to 3 minutes, he lets me struggle on my own. My eyes are wide shut with fear. My arms are flapping and failing out above the water. My legs are frantically kicking, turning up the temperatures that threatens to suck me under. I open up my eyes and take in the whole wide world like I might leave it soon. And I slam them shut just before they begin to fill with water like the windows in my home. Snot shoots out my nose like a cannonball. I cannot cry. I cannot make a sound. And only then does my father dive in to help me to safety. Luckily, our foundation does not break like the other houses on our block. We are safe, but sadly our spirits were broken. We lost both our cars in the flood. The firefighter that came to our house told us our house was inhabitable. The majority of our personal items were washed away, including the 2 sleep number beds that we just had for 7 days and hadn't begun making payments on. We were displaced and homeless until something magical happened. A friend who followed my partner's live tweets posted a GoFundMe page, and people began to donate so we could afford to move. The Madison Story Slam, our only been to twice, posted our GoFundMe page. The Costco, which was flooded itself, refunded us for all the items that we lost in the storm. Friends of friends of friends of the community volunteered to help us and spent hours storing away everything that was ruined by floodwater. My best friend paid for us to have a hotel for several days. We found a U-Haul truck because there were no rental cars in the whole county, thanks to a company called Epic. And we were able to use that U-Haul to drive around to find a smaller, more expensive apartment, only if we signed the 19-month lease. I was able to get back to work because work was great to me. And then over the weekend, a group of students and people from the community came out to pack us up and help us move into our new apartment. This crisis felt just like it did when my father had thrown me in the water. But somehow, this community pulled us out of the deep end of the pool safely. And without the help of this community, people serving like you are right now, that flood would have left us to drown.
Thank you, and we hope that you'll all be back soon.